The pageantry of college football on full display tonight as we've got drones with a red and white light show to get the black shirt faithful ready to go. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. Cornhuskers will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So LSU's offense will get the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Here's the handoff. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
To the air. It's done. That's caught. It's Dickerson. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Dickerson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy recently on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. That's reeled in. It's Dickerson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Looking to fire. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. They'll try the run. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's done. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Got his man downfield. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wide out. Got his man to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. from the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Gets away from one. Finds some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we can name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the third down pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Hunt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for man. It's done. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They'll leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Buys a little time with his feet. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's done. This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Just keeps slinging it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Kennesaw State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
Fires downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown LSU. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Nebraska, 0.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. The short hands, it's Hubbard. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Defense wants to bring the heat. Using his legs to buy some time. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Handoff from the shotgun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on third down. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man's... Like the instant the ball touched his hands and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss.
The fake, and he wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hits it with a stiff arm. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up his offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's done. Pressure coming. Buys a little time. Finds a crease at the 20. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's York. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad.
Sorry, bro.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He's got it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's done. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Oh, look out on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU.
Crazy party.
Offense looked unstoppable in the 1st half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the 2nd half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The kick is on its way. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Finds his tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here's a hit. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understanding his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's done. Quickly complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Uncorks one. Aces right downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down in targets all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Makes the grab on the left.
I like the mids, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. It's complete on the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get me back?
Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. And he tried to pin him deep with that run. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's done. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Time to take a shot. Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old. With his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this off. Oh, it's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Nice move there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the ground with the back. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Takes it on the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just...
Got some room entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Handoff to the single running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's McAfee. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Still on his feet at the 45. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed, and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And some room to work. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback may change this route. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Give to the running back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something move.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Wants to throw. It's done. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fakes to grab. Lots of running room. And he'll go out of bounds, and his aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. And knock him down back at the 16. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Peterson. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? It's part of the fun, right? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
85, Nebraska, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's McAfee. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. One more play to pad the stats. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The DBs will back off a bit. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than it.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College